Offensively, I thought we were very good again. 56% maybe shooting for the game, and had pretty good balance. Good to see Alex make a couple shots. We got to get Hunter going back again, but Chase was outstanding. You know, a little disappointed with our defense in the second half. I thought that, you know, we just didn't play with the same intensity that we needed to throughout. But give Upstate kids credit, man. Their guards are good. Gainey's a really good player. Boy, is he talented. And they just did a nice job of executing their stuff. I thought they really screened very hard, and their big guys are big and physical. And so they laid, you know, physical screens on you. And when you got shooters like they do that can really rip it, you can find yourself on your heels a little bit. So give Dave Dickerson credit. I thought he had his guys really ready. You know, having played Duke, they were ready to play another high major and show they could play better, and they did. And but this was good for us to bounce back. Again, I thought very good offensive efficiency, and you know, enough defense and spurts to create the lead that we needed to win the game.
Coach, turnovers really did you in on Friday night in the first half. You have to be happy with the way you protected the ball better.
Yeah, we've protected it, you know, except for that half. We've done a very good job in all the other games. So yeah, that's something that's important to us. We value that. I think we shared it really well. Again, 17 assists, I think, tonight. So guys are finding the extra man or open man with the extra pass and moving the ball. So yeah, that was that, and obviously our defensive rebounding was better tonight.
Brad, with Alex scoring 18, how much of that was him being more aggressive, and how much was it just getting looks?
It's a little bit of all of it. I think, you know, we encouraged him to, you know, he's got to be a little more aggressive when he can. You know, sometimes you just got to find an open court situation. When you're a shooter, it's like that offensive rebound that they kick out, and your man happened to go in and help on the glass, and so you kind of get one. Or in transition, somebody gets lost. You know, that happens for, you know, shooters that help them have good nights, right? And I think that happened at least once tonight for Alex. And then, you know, I think we had a penetration situation where Brevin refused the ball screen, went to the paint. They came over to rotate. We kicked it to the corner, and Chase made a one more because Alex's man guarded Chase. So that kind of helped him get one. But certainly it was good to see him knocking a couple today.
You think with Tyson trying to get him going?
Yeah, you know, I think he's pressing a little, right? Like sometimes these guys come back and they're, you know, nobody's worked any harder than Hunter. He's phenomenal in his approach, and he just wants to play well so bad. And you know, there's probably a couple of the shots in both of the games that he fumbled one in the corner, shot it. I mean, that's like a cardinal sin to us. And then he shot one on a high-low play that should have been a pass into PJ. PJ's wide open under the basket. He shot one in South Carolina that, you know, airball that. That's a guy who's just trying too hard, right? We just got to try to get him to relax and play. Now, I thought he did some other things that were good tonight. You know, he had 4 other baskets, which are in 12 rebounds, so he's still playing pretty well. But obviously, you know, with his shooting, you'd like to see that go in a little bit.
I saw he had his wrist taped up from that spill he took.
He took a huge spill in practice, you know, before the South Carolina game, and there was for about 24 hours we weren't sure if he's going to play. And he played in a lot of pain. It's been bothering him, and he's still getting treatment, and you know, it was just a situation where he drove to the basket and got hit and fell on it. You know, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday of last week, Thursday maybe. So he wore a brace for a couple of days and all that. So yeah, there's some other things going with it.
Are you tightening the rotation a little bit?
Our young guys just have to play better in practice too. They just haven't given us enough yet. You know, even Josh has got to do a little bit more. He was better tonight. He was very good defensively in the second half at South Carolina. Probably the best half of defense that Josh has played. He had a couple long closeouts that he did a great job of and stopped the guard and kept him from getting a score. He had one time where he was in a gap and he deflected a ball that led to a run out. And then he had another one where he was high hands on a ball screen that he deflected and led to another run out. And so his defense in the second half at South Carolina was what kept him on the floor. He played very well. Tonight he was fine. He was okay. He hasn't been able to get himself kind of on track on offense. Hopefully that'll happen. But, you know, for him to be 20 minutes or more, he's just got to keep sustaining. And, you know, I've noticed a little more urgency. I've challenged him. In practice, he's been a little bit better. And so, you know, he's still a young player. All those guys are. I thought Dylan played well tonight. You know, that's what we need. We're not looking at Dylan to come in and shoot a bunch of balls. He had an open three, went in and out. He had a play around the basket. That's fine. You know, but he's just got to run our team, get us into our stuff, play with pace, really defend. And he's a solid defender. You know, when he plays well and he's locked in, and so that's why he's getting a few minutes as well.